Let us see in this video the top 10 bizarre museums. So, top 10 museums, the number 10 Museum of Jurassic Technology. Address 9341 Venice Boulevard, Culver City, California 90232 is the address of Museum of Jurassic Technology. Why it is bizarre? Let us see. The Museum of Jurassic Technology is, in a sense, a living work of art. It claims to be a repository of technological artifacts and relics from the lower Jurassic, despite the fact that humanoids did not exist for another 150 million years. The museum houses a decomposing set of antiquities, a collection based on trailer park culture, and a group of micro miniature sculptures carved from a single human hair. The ninth bizarre museum is British Lawnmower Museum. Address is 106114 Shakespeare Street, Southport, England. This thrilling museum is home to hundreds of vintage lawn mowers. It also includes experimental mowers such as solar powered and super fast mowers. Many of the exhibits are from the Victorian and Edwardian eras, and you can find names normally not associated with garden equipment such as Rolls Royce, Daimler, and Diesel. So, this is the ninth bizarre museum, which is British lawn mower, available in London. So, it is not in London but in England, Lancashire, PR85AJ. And the eighth bizarre museum is Kansas Barbed Wire Museum, which is available in Kansas. So, another thrilling museum, the Kansas Barbed Wire Museum, is dedicated to one thing and one thing only, barbed wire. Over 2000 types of barbed wire can be seen there, including antique samples from the 19th century. In fairness to the museum, we should say that it is at least contributing to the preservation of a seldom considered aspect of the early Midwest. So, this is the eighth bizarre museum, which is Kansas Barbed Wire Museum, available in Kansas. The seventh bizarre museum is Glore Psychiatric Museum, which is available in Missouri. Be mindful not to drive into the entrance for the prison next door. They are little jumpy. The Glore Psychiatric Museum exhibits the checkered history of psychiatric treatment through history. Fortunately for those of us in the modern world, we are no longer subject to some of the more unusual methods of curing psychologically illness on display there, including ice baths, vibrating chairs, and bleeding. So, this is the seventh bizarre museum, which is Glore Psychiatric Museum, which is available in Missouri. 64506 is the pin code. So, sixth bizarre museum is Creation Museum, which is available in Petersburg. Petersburg. The Creation Museum was created to promote young Earth creationism. It presents an account of the origin of life and the universe using literal interpretations of the biblical book of Genesis. The museum rejects evolution and contains fossils that prove man and dinosaurs coexisted. The British newspaper The Guardian called the museum, quite possibly, one of the weirdest museums in the world. So the sixth bizarre museum is Creation Museum, which is available in Petersburg. Next, the number five bizarre museum of eroticism, which is available in France, Paris. The Museum of Eroticism is in Paris is dedicated to erotic art collections. It was founded in 1997 and contains religious art of India, Japan, and Africa. The five-story museum has one floor especially devoted to brothers of the 19th and 20th centuries. The fifth museum, bizarre museum, is Museum of Eroticism, which is in Paris, France. Next, the number fourth bizarre museum is Icelandic Phallological Museum, which is available in Ireland. The Phallological Museum is a museum of penises and penis parts belonging to all mammals. You can view 30 types of whale penis and a polar bear penis. There are in all over 100 types of penises on display, and a benefactor has left his own penis to the museum for inclusion upon his death. So this is the bizarre museum, that Icelandic Phallological Museum, with different hundred kinds of penises, which is available in Iceland. So next, third bizarre museum is Sulabh Museum of Toilets. Address is Mahavir Enclave, New Delhi, India. So our great India also has one bizarre museum, which is Sulabh Museum of Toilets. If you are fascinated with toilets and wish to learn the history of the useful appliance, head on down to the Sulabh Museum of Toilets. There you can find everything you could ever want to know about the subject. The museum was founded by Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak, the head of a non profit organization in the field of sanitation. So this is the third, which is available in New Delhi, India, Sulabh Museum of Toilets, which is a bizarre museum available in India. So next thing is Mutter Museum, second bizarre museum, which is available in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This museum contains a multitude of bizarre and fascinating objects, including a model of a woman with a human horn, the tallest skeleton in the US, the petrified body of the soap woman, and the malignant tumor removed from President Grover Cleveland's mouth. This is a must see museum for people interested in the bizarre. So, this is the second bizarre museum, which is Mutter Museum, available in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The next last bizarre museum is Antique Vibrator Museum, which is available in San Francisco, California. Believe it or not, vibrators were once used as a treatment for hysteria in women. Hysteria simply meant mental or emotional distress. A variety of the prescribed vibrators can be found at the Antique Vibrator Museum, along with an array of modern devices designed less for therapy than pleasure. So this is the Antique Vibrator Museum, which is the last bizarre museum available in California, San Francisco. These are the 10 bizarre museums available. top 10 bizarre museums